Be consistent. I'm Christy Birchfield, and today is our final day. We're going through the book of Daniel, and we are in the last few verses. Now, obviously, if you've missed any of the previous sessions, you have an entire playlist that you can go back and listen through. It's in the link in the description below, so you can always check that out at any point. But our verses today, kind of overarching theme, is Daniel chapter 12, verses 5 through 13. And we've been spending all this time working through the book of Daniel, working through leadership principles from this book. And as we come to this conclusion, these last few verses, we see a tremendous reminder. We are to be pure in what we do through God, and we are to stay consistent in following Christ. The verse I was going to read for you today is Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. It says, "Many will be purified, made spotless and refined, but the wicked will continue to be wicked. None of the wicked will understand, but those who are wise will understand." Daniel had just finished receiving a vision, and honestly, he doesn't really understand the vision, and in some cases it terrifies him a little bit. He asks about this vision, and the messenger tells him, "Look, it's okay to not understand. You focus on being pure, living the life that God intends that you live. You're to stay consistent with what you're doing. Bad people are still going to be there, but you follow Christ." Honestly, reading this, it reminded me a lot of how Jesus spends his final times with Peter in John chapter 21. Jesus is reminding Peter that his whole responsibility is to follow Jesus, regardless of what anybody else is doing. For Daniel, he didn't need to understand the meanings of the prophecies or the hidden agendas or everything that it was going to entail. God allowed him to see this and to know it, but ultimately it was only to help lead him to be pure and to be consistent. Do those two words describe our Christian life? Are we focusing on maintaining our purity? Are we focused on day by day consistently walking the Christian walk? Leadership, it encompasses so many things, and we've seen that through this entire series. Unfortunately, I have seen leaders who've had tremendous levels of influence, whose ministries have been completely derailed because they have not maintained their purity and they've not led with consistency. It's devastating to see the impact that can have. We need to be leaders that lead through difficult circumstances. And that starts by leading ourselves purely and consistently every single day. Then we will be leaders who lead through challenging circumstances. I hope you've enjoyed this series. We're going to start a new series tomorrow, so make sure that you subscribe because you don't want to miss any of that. And I look forward to seeing you as we continue. Thanks.